What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Brothers War Drafts. My name is Patrick. This is Limited MTG. It's a new YouTube channel. It's going to be featuring a lot of limited content, drafts, events, arena opens, arena qualifiers, mythic qualifiers, however those work. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah. So we're going to play Brothers War today. I'll be back on the Lord of the Rings grind in a little bit, but taking a break from that. We have a kind of a weak pack one here. Pick one pack one here. There's Tawnos Toymaker. Not super impressed with that card. Dwarf Amethyst. I mean, there's really just not too much that I'm happy about here. I would take like maybe a Disenchant. Or Dreams of Steel and Oil. I mean, that's an incredibly weak pack. Alright, so here we have an over the top, funny, but no. Astral Cornucopia. Flow of Knowledge, Blanchwood Armor. Sheesh. Alright, another really weak pack. Best card here might literally be like Mishra's Juggernaut. It's another really, really weak pack. I just don't really see a great way to continue down that path. Alright, we'll take the Juggernaut there. Try and stay open, hopefully get some juice in pack 3. I mean, there's some cards here. We have a Gnawing Vermin. That's another fine 1-drop. Mills for 2, and then it gives a creature -1/-1 when it dies. We have Hall of Tagazin as our rare. Pretty mediocre. Emergency Weld is fine, but I prefer to take it maybe a little bit later. Moment of Defiance is still okay, but again, I prefer to take it a little bit later. I like Energy Refractor. Maybe that's even the pick here. I mean, it helps us stay open. It's a good, cheap artifact that draws a card. I'm okay taking the Energy Refractor. Let's do that. Gives us the ability to splash some off-color unearthing. I'm in for it. Alright, here we have, like, what is this? Diabolic Intent. Okay, that's the tutor that makes you sack a creature. Probably not something we're interested in. There's Battlefield Butcher. There's another Mishra's Juggernaut. But I'd rather not do that. I mean, we could try and go to Black-Red Sacrifice and take like a Penregan Strongbow. I mean, I'm okay doing that. There's not really a lot else here that I'm like too pleased about. But again, Battlefield Butcher's okay. But I'm alright like speculating a little bit into red and seeing if maybe there's a sacrifice deck open here. There hasn't really been a lot of strong signaling through this part so far. Okay, so here's that Razorlash Transmogrant. So it's a 2-mana 3/1. It can't block. You can pay 6 mana to turn to the battlefield with a counter on it. I mean, if we can go aggro, this card is a pretty good beating. I'm in. Let's go Pendragon Strongbow, Energy Refractor. I'm in. Let's do some sacrificing. So here we have like a Scrapwork Rager. Trenchstalker, not great in this deck. Although I do love Trenchstalker. Raise to the ground. I think we should take like a Scrapwork Rager here. And then like maybe wheel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, we might wheel something, but I'm okay just taking the Scrapbook Rager here. So that's a very late Argothian Opportunist. It's 2 green, 3/2 that creates a tapped Power Stone token when it comes in. That said, I mean, there's still like some good stuff for black-red. Like, I'm okay taking a second Juggernaut. That card is sweet. Over like a Warplow. I'm cool with that. I mean, in white, there's like a Laydown Arms, which is an okay removal spell. There's Burnish Heart, which I found to not be great for the sacrifice deck because it's just too expensive. Let's take a Juggernaut. Here, there's just not much for us at all. We could take like a Dwarven Forge Chanter. If we wanted to speculate a little bit, maybe take the Deathwomb Ritualist. I mean, it goes alright with the Energy Refractor. Do some kind of like wonky multicolor stuff. I'm okay speculating. I don't really know exactly how that would work, but I mean, it's not like we were missing out on anything. Here we could do like, let's see. I'm not a huge fan of this card unless you're like literally mono red, so probably not gonna take that one. Moment of Defiance is all right. I mean, there's a shoot down here. I mean, I guess we could still go mono red. You know what? Let's check that out maybe. Blanchwood Armor wields. What does this do? This player reveals the number of cards at the top of the library equals the number of non-land permanents they control. It puts all permanents in field. I mean, is it good? No. But I don't think I've ever played it. It's not a for sure gonna make the deck, but it's, you know, I'll toy with the possibility. Let's see, Clay Revenant. Card seems like fine for sacrifice. I don't remember it being particularly great, but it's like it just depends if we end up being mono black or not, mono red or not. Excuse me. So this is each player reveals a number of cards from the top of their library equal to the number of non-land permanents they control. Put all permanent cards they revealed this way onto the battlefield. The rest in their graveyard. So like all these like little trinkets, like Energy Refractor, if we can pick more of those, are actually going to help a lot. If we can make that work. First one is probably playable. Alright, here we have like an Ashnod's Harvester, which is like a really good card. It's a 2-mana 3/1 that attacks, exiles a card from the graveyard, and then unearths for 1 and a black. So that's just like a really strong card. Also of note, there's like an Emergency Weld. There's a Ravenous Giggle, which I've found to be like okay. There's like Slagstone Refinery, which is kind of funny with Pendragon Strongbow. Sort of the Meek. But like we don't have a single 1/1 and like it's not that good a card. But it's funny. Let's take the Harvester though. I mean that's an easy pick. So here we have Premium Removal, Obliterating Bolt. Oopsies, I did not mean to double tap that. Also of note in that pack there was a Killzone Acrobat, which is the 2 and a black 3/2 that whenever you attack, you can sacrifice another creature or artifact and give it flying until end of turn. That's actually a pretty good card in this deck too. So that was what I was going to be talking about. I'm still probably going to take the Obliterating Bolt, so I don't mind it too much. Here we can just take the Ichor Wellspring. What is going on? I'm not trying to take these cards. I was going to take it, but still. Like I would... Okay, let's try like... That is strange. Okay. So here, there's not really a lot for us. There's like a Mishra's Onslaught, which is like okay. There's like an Airlift Chaplain, Boulder Branch Golem, Fall of Krug. I mean, I just don't... I'll take this card. I just don't think we're going to end up playing it, but there wasn't really a ton there. Another pack with not a lot of stuff. We could take Gix's Caress here. I mean, it gives us something to sacrifice, but we don't really have that much stuff that like does sacrificing right now. We have like the Pendragon Strongbow, and then that's like it. So we're going to have to get some more sacrificing stuff. I mean... It's actually not too late. We're not that committed to black that we couldn't go into a different color. But I just don't know that the other cards in this pack are good enough to warrant leaping, especially because we just don't have that much good stuff on our sideboard. Alright, well, there's a Killzone Acrobat. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Let's go ahead and cut the Sardinian Cliffs off. It's not going to make it. So as I was saying, it's 2 and a black for a 3/2. When it attacks, you can sack another creature or artifact, and it gains flying until end of turn. Really strong card just because it's a free sacrifice outlet. So, I mean, good for Ichor Wellspring, Energy Refractor, the Power Stones off the Caress. You know, there's some good stuff you can do with it. And I mean, there's some construct stuff, but it's a good pickup for us. Alright, so here we have a Goblin Blaster. It's a really premium common for this deck. It's a red for a 1/2. It's +2/+0 in Menace as long as you sack the permanent this turn. I'm in for that. Altar of Dementia is interesting. It allows you to sacrifice creatures, and the target player mills cards equal to the sacrifice creature's power. I don't think that's quite good enough. I mean, it's fun, but I mean, if we're already playing over the top, then I don't know that I have room for too much extra fun. It's a little over the top, if you know what I'm saying. Another Killzone Acrobat I'm very in for. So now we just need to maybe pick up like one more sacrifice outlet and then like a bunch of stuff that we can sacrifice. So I'm talking taking basically every 1-mana cantripping artifact in pack 3 over basically anything else. Slagstone Refinery, I mean, maybe we can find some fun way to make that work, but I think right now it's going to go to the sideboard. I just don't know how good this card is. I mean, I guess it's like okay. I don't think Ashton's Intervention is very good. Returns to hand. It's a very late Stern lesson too. I just don't know. I mean, Moment of Vines is fine, but alright, yeah, we'll still get one. Cool. And we're pretty close to fielding a deck just through pack 2. I'm pretty happy with how everything's come along so far. I don't know that, you know. I mean, it's not great, but you know, I think that it's going places. It doesn't matter. Let's just take this and then like sure. Yeah, I have not gotten a chance to play with Over the Top yet. I don't even know that I 100% will, but it's certainly a card that, I'd like to try. It looks fun. So we open a Draconic Destiny. So this is 1 red for an enchantment aura. It gives a creature +1/+1 flying, haste, and fire breathing for colorless, which is even better than normal fire breathing. And when it dies, you return the Draconic Destiny to its owner's hand. So this card's like a bomb, like a really good bomb. This is really, really good card. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to the Mishra's Research which is just like a very, very strong card in this deck as well. I mean, it needed to be a literal bomb that I would take over Mishra's Research decks, and it is, so I can't really complain too much about that. Brotherhood's End, see. I don't know that this is a great Brotherhood's End deck. It kills, like, all of our creatures, so I don't know, like basically, like, all of our creatures. So I don't, even our 5-drops. Yeah, actually, literally every single one of our creatures. So it kills every single one of our creatures unless we, like, bump, the Strong Bull up. And it kills, like, all of our artifacts. So I just don't know that that's a card that we want. In fact, I know that it's not a card that we want. I mean, we could take, like, it's not really a whole lot in this pack. Maybe I'll take this and just, like, I'm not going to want a second Gix's Caress, and Gurgling Anointer wouldn't make the deck. Combat Courier is not quite good enough, I think, if we can't flash it back. All right, here I'll take a second Goblin Blast Runner. Really, really nice pickup there. Happy with that. Another Obliterating Bolt's great. That's really awesome. Conscript the Cavalry is also pretty good, but I think that Obliterating Bolt here is just, like, really, really strong. I mean, it's just premium removal. It does 4 damage to a creature or planeswalker and exiles it. It's just, like, really, really strong stuff. So again, I'd like to get maybe one more sack outlet and then start picking up some stuff that we can sacrifice. But we've done a pretty good job of that. I think we'll try out these Clay Revenants. I haven't done a ton of playing with the Clay Revenants, but I've had people play them against me, and they've seemed okay when you have not many other options. Which, to be fair, we don't really. Do some Power Stones here and there. There's a Whirling Strike. There's a Carrion Locust. I probably should play like Carrion Locust here. I don't need a third Clay Revenant. Goblin Firebomb is just like too expensive, and Supply Drop's not great. So I think like Carrion Locust is fine here. How many creatures do we have? 12? Yeah, I'll take a Carrion Locust and buff that creature count. So there's a third Killstone Acrobat versus like a Thraxodemon or Constricted Cavalry. So we have how many sack outlets? 1, 2, 3. Is that it? Yeah, maybe I'll take one more Killzone Acrobat. I don't know that that's the right pick, but I don't hate it. Sibling Rivalry with a bunch of free sack outlets is actually a very strong card because it's, just the steal and kill something combo, which is obviously sweet. So let's snag one of those. And another Pentagon Strongbow is okay. I mean, again, we don't have a ton of artifacts to sacrifice here, but even so, the card's not bad. It's that or like a Scrapwork Rager. I'm okay taking another Strongbow. Oh my god, Research Desk Wheel, I am in. That is a phenomenal pickup for us. That's great. It was like I think if I remember correctly, like the only other card that we wanted from that pack. Okay. I'm not gonna play any of these cards. Take like Demolition Field, I guess. Again, just like not like a Millstone. Okay, so I'll take Turnstalker. Conscripted Infantry is still a card that we could play. All right, we did okay in this draft. This looks like a pretty solid little deck here. Let's start making some cuts. So maybe we can probably afford to cut like one Clay Revenant. Well, let's see. Let's see how this looks. So we can cut like Gix's Caress, even though it makes an artifact. Because we just have a ton of threes, the issue. Moment of Defiance is just not super necessary. Oh man, I should cut this card. I want to make it work. I really do. I just like... I can't, man. I can't. I'm sorry, it's too expensive. Because I'm probably going to end up cutting a land here, too. Dear viewers, I do apologize. I do like to play some not A+ level cards, and that was a good opportunity, too. But I just don't think that we can afford to have this in our deck with like 16 lands if we end up cutting that. We could cut like a raise here. What's our removal like? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Not a ton of removal. I actually like Dreams of Oil and Steel okay in this deck. And we have any things that we can like sacrifice? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excuse me. 6. This off of like Unearth. 7. 8, 9, 10. I mean, man, this is kind of a weird deck. I don't really think that we're supposed to cut the Clay Revenants. Maybe you cut like a Pendragon Strongbow. We don't have that many artifacts. I think we need to cut an Acrobat or a Strongbow. And with Sibling Rivalry, I'm leaning towards cutting a Pendragon Strongbow. But that might not be right. Maybe we cut like an Acrobat. We have 15 creatures. Because if I steal an artifact with Sibling Rival, like an artifact creature, or even an artifact, I can actually still sack it to Pendragon Strongbow. And then one more cut. Just cut Locust. Yeah, I'm cool cutting Locust. All right, that looks like a solid deck to me. Do we want to go 10-6? I honestly think we do, and the reason just being that I know that 6 is not very many sources of black, but we have 3 black cards. I mean, obviously we have some other cards that like require black to unearth. We need those later in the game. But like digging for black, we can do that with some red with the Mishra's Research Desk. Energy Refractor we can use to like do that. We want to have 2 red mana on turn 3 for Draconic Destiny. If we hit like, this would be such a sick curve. If we can do like Razor Last Transmogrant into Draconic Destiny, just like disgusting. Yeah, let's do 10-6. It's a little risky. Like I know it's like not, maybe it's not the book smart answer, but it's the me answer. We're gonna go 10-6, and there's gonna be games where you lose where we can't cast kills on Acrobat, and it's gonna be a-okay. It's gonna be great. All right, that looks like a keep to me. If we can draw Draconic Destiny here, we are in for the curve of a lifetime. All right, we have a fellow Clay Revenant player here. Gonna go ahead and cast the Goblin Blast Runner. So turn 2. I'm in this weird spot where I would like to do the Mishra's Research Desk, but I also know I'm probably gonna cast the Pendragon Strongbow next turn. So maybe we just play the Razor Last Transmogrant. But even that's weirdly blocked by the Clay Revenant. I still think we probably just play this. Aerial Chaplain's fine. Dang. He almost whiffed. Well, that's a very good answer for the 4/4 when he plays it. Do we attack with Razor Last Transmogrant here? He's probably... I mean, I guess he trade off with like Clay Revenant because he can still cast, like, play a land and cast the Warlord's Elite next turn. Am I okay with that? Probably yes, because I can just bring this back. Although it costs me more mana to do it than it costs him to. So let's maybe just cast the Strongbow and pass. Clay Revenant oddly is kind of holding his own here. It's holding the Transmogrant back. So I expect to see a Warlord's Elite here, but I could be wrong about that. Okay. Ravenous Gigamole. Okay, so if we... Mishra's research desk here, which we're going to do because we don't really have anything else to do. Sack. Pair reds. Sack it. I mean, take Strong Bull. So interestingly, if we obliterating both the Clay Revenant, it exiles. It can't come back, and then we can just swing for 6. He has to, I mean, yeah, I don't hate that. Let's do that. It's the aggressive play, because that was gonna end up being a problem anyway. So I'm all right with that. All right, he blocked the Transmogrant. That is interesting. Like he's trying to not take a ton of damage, which is, if you play Magic smart. The Misery Shadow will be a problem, though. That card is pretty bonkers. Well, you see that? You see that, chat? See that? Guess what that means? It didn't matter. It didn't even matter that I didn't realize he had Misery Shadow in his hand, because guess what? I always had a second one. I always. Go back and watch the replay. I always had the second one. Watch. Always had it. I'm okay 2 for 1ing if he wants to do that. Sure. Onulet, okay. Gee. I don't think you guys understand. We never didn't have it. We always had it. Now, I mean, do I like... I honestly feel like I'd rather just bring back the Razor Glass Transmogrant. That card's going to be a beating this turn, or this game. He's going to gain 2 life when this dies anyway, so like I'm going to net attack for 1. That doesn't seem that good. Let's just pass and bring back the Transmogrant. It's not just as a sorcery, right? No. I mean, just like a repeatable 4-power threat is just such a beating. I'll take 4. Warlord's Elites for like... I assume eventually we're going to see another 4/4. There we go. It's just like the Razor Lash Transmogrant is playing so nicely right now because it just blocks them. I mean, they really can't effectively block it. So let's bring back the research desk. So we have 2 options. Well, let's go ahead and sacrifice it. Okay. So maybe we can swing for 7 and drop the Acrobat. Seems good. I mean, it's going to be a little awkward when I have to like chump the Onulet or something. The best draw off the top of my deck, since my deck seems to be listening recently, would be the Active Treason effect, Siblings Rivalry. But, beggars can't be choosers, so. Although with my current luck, I now expect to draw it. So he did not bring back. I guess it was just the plains. Okay, that's a fine draw actually. And he's not attacking. Interestingly. Okay, so let's conscripted infantry here. Let's race the ground the Onulet. He goes to 12. Attack, attack, attack. Sacrifice infantry. He's going to have to make some tough decisions here. I mean, that 1-1's going to end up being really nice here. It's going to give me the ability to either chump the Onulet or the Elite for a turn, which is really valuable. Okay, he's taking out my Menace creature. That's okay. Okay, go for the throats. Okay, so he's taking 4, losing the Chaplain. I still don't hate my position here. And let's drop the land, I guess, so that we can ping him for 1 if we have to chump with the 1/1 for some reason. I mean, look, we're out of gas, so if we draw nothing else for the rest of the game, we probably lose. But, you know. Prison sentence. I don't think I want to respond to that. Okay. So now you can unearth the Onulet, attack for 8. Do I chump here? If I don't, I'm kind of in an awkward position because I go to 7 here. I can't really attack back with this guy. Feasibly. I think I just chump here. Hope for something good off the top. It was not what I really wanted. Alright, well, swing for 4. What's he got? Ouch. Moment of defiance. Alright, that is not great. So I need, like, not that. I'm not dead yet. Unless he has something. Jeez. Alright. Alright. Good game. Yeah, he just had too many threats to deal with at the end of the game. We kind of just... I don't want to say flooded out. Because, you know, we drew pretty well for the entire game until that point. I can't really blame the deck too badly. But... yeah, gotta call it like I see it also, so... Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, removal wouldn't even have helped there because, again, I was at 1. I would have had to draw, like... I don't even know what I could have drawn. It's not like Research Desk would have done enough either because I'd gotten rid of that. Draconic Destiny have done it, I guess? Which is 8? No. Yes, I did have 7 mana, so I guess Draconic Destiny would have done it. Alright, now I'm allowed to be angry, because now I can think of a card that I would have won if I'd drawn it, so... Dang. Deck really screwed me there. So angry. So unfair. Good hand. We have a turn 2 Harvester. course, he's a turn 1 recruitment officer. So drop the Harvester. Next turn, play Strong Bull. Then Rager. We have a nice little curve here. Of course, he's the 1/1 first strike that just like stops my entire plan. Cool. Strong Bull, go. Sure. Okay, let's just drop Rager here. He's definitely outclassing my creatures a little bit, but Mishra's Juggernaut will help next turn. Alright, just a pass. Okay, so we can just drop Juggernaut here. Just pass back. He's gonna look. That's fine. He whiffed. That's great. Discard all the cards in your hand, then draw that many cards. You choose an artifact creature or artifact or creature with mana value 1. Do the same for 2 and 3. Turn to the battlefields. Okay. That's a good draw. Okay, so let's see here. What do we want to put this on? Something, I mean, I kind of feel like I want to diversify my threats a little bit. And, like, maybe play... He's at 20. So, I mean, I guess if I Draconic Destiny on the Mishra's Juggernaut, I hit him for 9. And he's dead next turn. And if he kills it, then I get Draconic Destiny. But yeah, you know, yeah, whatever. We're just gonna go. We're gonna do the dumb thing. Does he have Disenchant? Oh no, that is so unfortunate. Well, I mean, that is so unfortunate. So I could have considered playing around Disenchant there. I would not have played around Soul Partition. So I could like sacrifice it in response, but I'm just gonna get to recast it, and I have my 7th land anyway, so I'm just gonna let this resolve. And like I lose my Draconic Destiny, which sucks, but I'm just gonna play my other Strong Bull, and we're just gonna pass back. Alright, so he's going to get Chaplain on the battlefield. Man, you know, it's funny. If we had Altered Dementia, we could go full mill plan. Alright, so he's getting Ambush Paratrooper from that, too. That's sweet. That's sweet. He can bring back the Scrapwork Mutt, but I can just block it with the Strong Bull. Next turn, I'm going to get Juggernaut back. But, I mean, I'm kind of in trouble here because he has this Ambush Paratrooper, and that's going to pump his whole team, and I keep drawing lands. So, if I don't find the answer to that Ambush Paratrooper, I'm going to be in trouble really fast when he starts pumping his whole team. He can just activate Queen Kayla again, discard his hand, at least put the Paratrooper into play. Sheesh. And the Chaplain and the Recruitment Officer? Oh, that is so nasty. What are the odds he kept up Soul Partition? That's crazy, man. Good for him. But, you know, the crazy thing is I don't think I've seen a single answer since then Nah, I mean, it looks like he drew like the one answer he had. It is what it is. Yeah, I think at this point it's just a little too late for me to do anything about it at all. But I'll try, like... I mean... I guess I'll go, like... It doesn't really matter. Attack... First take 5. Okay. And then post combat, just obliterating bolt the paratrooper. And pass. Alright. How do I do this? Okay. Do I want to... No, just let everything resolve. What does he want to do more than pump his whole team? Oh, Jesus. Alter Dementia, man. That would have had him. Think about it. This turn, I play land, slam Alter Dementia, unearth the Mishra's Juggernaut, mill 5, mill 2. GG's. Unfortunately, that does not look like something that is really going to be that likely to happen. So, we're left with our backup, which is like... Juggernaut Harvester. I haven't even done the math. Are we just dead? We might be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, we were probably just dead. Alright, we're gonna get rid of, like... Scrapwork Mutts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, we're dead. Like, exactly dead. Yep, GG. Oh, wait, no. Did I miscount? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16? Hold the phone, folks. We might have a shot here. Oh, come on, man. Really? He could have killed me with it, but he wanted me to live one more turn in misery. So as... Yeah, whatever, dude. That was not a mistake. You know what? I'm giving you... You're not going to have the satisfaction of killing me. I'm going to rager myself to death. Another land. Well, that is unfortunate, but after looking at some more cards, I don't think that game was going anywhere. Man, that Alter Dementia, I'm just saying, could have been the play. 0-2. This is something. I will admit, I thought this deck was better than an 0-3, but Could be wrong. I will say, even though we went 16 lands and we did the 10-6 split with the swamps and mountains, I haven't really been feeling any, like, lack of black mana. Like, I feel like we've been pretty good on the colors. Just unfortunate. I think that the 10-6 has been a good split. And we haven't, I mean, we drew like one Killzone Acrobat. And other than that, we've only used the black mana to like unearth stuff. We haven't drawn the other Killzone. I mean, we haven't drawn the Dreams of Oil and Steel or whatever it's called. That's a solid hand right there. All right, so we get the turn 1 Mishra's Research Desk, turn 2 Harvester. It would be better on the play, but almost any hand would be. That's all right. We'll live with it. We can make this work. And this player is a bronze player, so my entire Magic career might be on the line here. It's Harvester or Blast Runner. It's just more mana efficient to go Harvester. And then next turn we can like Blast Runner Refractor. Or Blast Runner Bolt, depending on what he plays. That's fine. Cool. And Razorlash Transmogrids a great draw there too. Excuse me. So now I think we'll see what he plays, but sure, Talisman's fine. Gain a life. Take 2. Okay, so now we can like. Do we save Research Desk? Do we just play like Mishra's Onslaught? Do we Razorlash, Transmogrit, and Harvester? I hate to waste Harvester on not exiling something from Graveyard, but I mean that is the most mana efficient thing to do. I'd rather save giving the Blast Runner Menace for like when it actually matters about like getting past something, so I think I'm going to hold off on that. That was my rationale for holding off on that. Philogy Tangent, just the one that attacks and get double strike? Or no, 2 to give a double strike, that's fine. So do we just like Research Desk? What does this do? So it's 2+0. Alright, let's Research Desk. That actually worked out, so now we don't have to waste the one in my hands. Bolt. 6. Go. Sure. Another good bolt target. We are at 10 though. We do have to be a little bit careful. So see, we bolts. Swing for 4. Acrobat. And then we have this nice little situation next turn where we can like Mishra's Research Desk, unearth, sacrifice, play something, we have Refractor to sacrifice. We can just play the Juggernaut. We have a lot of good options here. We're set up to race pretty nicely, I think. We can also just like give my creatures +2/+7 until end of turn. Which strangely kind of looks like the move now. So if we... Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's land, swing all, sack the Refractor. Give this guy Medicine +2/+0. If he doesn't block, he's dead. He will. Onslaught, hit you for lethal. Yeah, doesn't matter. Cool. Alright, I was going to say... I'm glad I didn't lose my Magic career. I would have been upset. Because, you know... I don't really... Going from ranked, like, top, 200 or whatever, to losing to a bronze in a single swoop is just not a good swing of things. So... what you gonna do? Hopefully we can pull out at least like a 3-2 here. I've come to accept that the deck's not great, but it has its flaws. Okay, this is another great hand. Again, better on the draw, on the play, but solid start. What is up with everyone in their 1-drops, man? Come on. Everyone always has a 1-drop. Horned Stoneseeker. Sure. That's a good card. I'm liking it. So, the question is, like, can we erase whatever they end up playing by just going all out Draconic Destiny? Just figured it, so no is the answer. Conscripted. Ooh, that's a weird one. Sure. So he didn't play a land, so he's 2 lands. So let's infantry. Go. Alright, so we'll probably draw another land here. Juggernaut. Okay. He's 2 turns away from that. If he sacks the Bitter Reunion, he can give his creature +2/+0 and menace and hit me for 5. Alright. That's good. That's good. So I mean... So we have a few options here. I think at some point, like next turn, when he plays a land, we're going to want to Harvester just to get rid of the Juggernaut, because if he plays that, we basically lose. We could just play the Rager this turn, or we can crack the Research Desk. I don't think we want to use Draconic Destiny yet. We're going to look stupid if he, like, sacrifices something next turn. I think we take the risk in Rager here. Good draw. That actually goes pretty nicely with Harvester next turn. Although I was planning on Draconic Destiny Harvester, but maybe Bolt Harvester is just a better play. It's unfortunate. Okay, so he's going to hit me for 5 menace again. Okay. I think, like, we're in too much danger to be risking something like a sacrifice play, so I think we just need a bolt. And get rid of, I guess, like, Stoneseeker. And Blast Runner at least forces him to sack stuff. This always has menace. I think we get rid of the Stoneseeker. Even though it could even put me on a 2-turn clock, I think it's just better to get rid of that. And then, like, swing all. And he's in a decent amount of danger next turn, even if he doesn't know it. If he... Ugh, alright. Go to 4. I think I crack the desk here and just see what's up. Sure. Alright, so... we're definitely living on the edge here. We're going to play our lands. If you can draw a card next turn, we're basically dead because he can just give this thing lifelink. But if he sacrifices something, we're still okay. He can't firebomb yet. So the risky play here is like Draconic Destiny on the infantry attack for 3. Or sorry, for 6. And then pass with just the Rager up for a blocker. I think we Juggernaut here. Because 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we can, so that'll be enough to kill him next turn if the Juggernaut lives. And he doesn't gain life. So I think that's what we're going to go for. We're going to go for the safer plan. It's also worth mentioning, or worth remembering, that if he draws a 7th land, then he can crack the Firebomb. In which case I'm basically lose. Alright, Rager go to 8. That's a good start for me. Even though... oh, but he draws the card. Alright. I guess we're trading here. I mean, I guess our alternative is like double blocking. Is that better? He goes to 12. Nah, I think I probably just want to trade here. Gosh. Alright, so... so, I mean, here's the thing. Is like we can Draconic Destiny, but it gives him the ability to kill it with Firebomb. I think we Research Desk. Maybe something good. I mean, that is a creature. That's not horrible. Okay, so let's cast that. I mean, if he firebombs, we're still just dead, right? Because he can destroy one of my creatures. This. Menace. 3/2. No, we're not dead. We're basically dead. We're not quite dead. So maybe I give him something else to destroy. Yeah, let's put it on like the... put it on the Blast Runner so it can actually trade. Alright. I assume he has a 7th lands. If he doesn't think it's getting more interesting, and I actually have not seen why he's splashing white yet, have we? No. So he can Goblin Firebomb, destroy the Draconic Destiny. Jeez. Alright. That's bad. So I think we trade with the infantry here. It gives us another blocker. I mean, Promise was playing 16 lands in this deck, right? We're dead now. Actually, I guess we're not. I guess he can't technically Firebomb and Rager on the same turn, but if he just Firebombs, kills the 2/2. We go to 1. No creatures left. Do we take the Coward's Way out again? There lands. Alright. I concede. That was probably not the best deck I've ever drafted. That said, I do think that we probably got a little bit unlucky with the whole lands situation, playing 16 lands and drawing like a ton every game. But that's all for now. And I'll see you guys back with another video at some point. Have a good night.